Welcome, my name is Transleona. I'm a raccoon girl on Twitch. The following is a recording of one of my latest streams on Twitch. Sit back and relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. You've met them both before. What? Lucy, may I say one thing? Oh, of course. At first I didn't intend to stay in Liberal for long. I was simply looking for a place to run away to, really, until you came back. But now, it's been 8 years. Now I have friends, companions, people I consider a family, a job I'm proud of. I am no longer the dancing girl, Shara, of the Harvey troupe. I am Sherazard Harvey, the Bracer. Shara, this new home of mine, I will not allow anyone to harm it, not even you, Lucy. Hehe, good. Your spirit is as strong as ever, Sherazard. And the power of the society grows enormous, even more so with the power of the Gospels. If you wish to oppose us, you will need everything you have. Ah! Lucy! Don't fret, we shall meet again, and soon. Perhaps then we can fill in those long gaps between those lost years. Shara. How maddening. She's gotten away, but we've put an end to the trouble. Those slumbering should awaken soon. Hmm. Everyone's awake now. I see what a mess this was. I'm sorry, Aina. I should have spoken to everyone about my suspicions sooner. It's not a problem, Shara. Even if we had known it was an acquaintance of yours, it sounds like it wouldn't have helped much. Just pay for the drinks next time and we'll call it even. You got it. Given the way you two drink, I'm not sure that's the best promise to make, Shara. Shudder. The fog has cleared and everyone who was asleep has awoken. Great work, everyone. You actually cleared several full jobs on this one, so let me pay them all out right now. I don't know, it still feels like we didn't manage a real solution to this one either. And now the gospel can mess with people's minds, too. It's like pure orbal fiction as far as most people are concerned, right? Yeah, that one's the hardest to explain so far. I think I need to call Grandpa or send him a letter. Well, either way, all we can do is wait for Gramps to finish picking apart the gospel he's got on hand. More to the point, I think the society's really starting to tip their hand. Adding in this event, we know of 5 enforcers in total. Yes. Enforcer number 10, Blue Blanc the Phantom Thief. Enforcer number 8, Walter the Direwolf. Enforcer number 15, Renee the Angel of Slaughter. Enforcer number 6, Luciola the Bewitching Belle. And Enforcer number 0, Campanella the Fool. And in addition to those 5, we've also heard 2 names repeatedly. The Professor and Loe. It seems likely one of those 2 is the man we know as Lieutenant Lawrence. Yeah, that seems right. And Luciola said I know both of them. Very possible Lawrence Belgart was a false name or even stolen identity. What gets me is that this whole mess is supposed to be the work of 7 people. It's just the craziest damn thing I've ever heard. 7 people did all this? It does seem incredible. but I'm perfectly willing to believe it. We'll need to be prepared for anything, even more so than before. I'm sure. Are you sure you want? I mean, honey, didn't you hear me earlier? Liberal is my home. You don't need a special reason to protect your homeland. Even if that means fighting a memory from your old home. Shara? Well, keep in mind, Sherazard, it doesn't have to end that way for you, you know. Huh? Walter and I accepted a long time ago that it has to end in a battle between us. The only way we have to say anything to each other is with our fists. That's not necessarily true for you and Miss Lucy, you know? Well, I think Zin has a point. Shara, you've still got a lot of time to figure out what you want to do. And I think I know what I want to do myself. What? Hey everyone, I realize it's kind of late, but there's something I need to show you all. Huh? Estelle? Wait, Estelle, are you? Yeah, it's time. Everyone, I got this photo from Neil and Dorothy a little while ago. This is what? That thing where the bandit ship got retaken? Ah, I see, so that is how it played out then. I recognize the girl on the left. She's one of the capoeiras from the tournament. And on the right... What? Joshua? I'm sorry I kept quiet about this until now. It was kind of a shock, so I just couldn't come out and say it. Estelle. I don't know what Joshua thinks he's doing, but I think he's trying his own way to fight society. Oh, freaking Xana. First ever cat monstering, go support her. Okay. Make sure I'm there. Just lurking. Alright, better. There we go. I don't know what Joshua thinks he's doing, but I think he's trying in his own way to fight the society. I don't think he joined the capitalists to do bad things, but he's still, well, we understand Estelle. Besides, his lower face is covered in his photo, so I certainly can't say for sure this is Joshua Bright. No, sir. We'll keep this internal to the guild for now. Thanks, Ina. But Estelle, are you sure? You finally found a clue about Joshua. Yeah, I'm sure. My connection to Joshua isn't going anywhere. Not so long as I remain myself, you know? Now that I think of it that way, I'm not going crazy over it. Ah. We're walking down different paths, but I know our destination's the same. So I'm gonna keep going my own way for now. If I don't, I'll never become the kind of person I need to become. Estelle. Well, despite trying to act cool, I gotta admit, I really want to know just what's going on between Joshua and Miss Tomboy there. I still got a long way to go, I guess. Haha, oh Estelle. Looks like you've really made up your mind. Your dream in the forest must have been something else, hmm? Yeah. I was given a chance to remember my bond with Joshua. And I remember my mother's warmth. I guess I can actually be thankful to the gospel this time. I guess so. It'd take a train to stop you at this point, I swear. Even gospels cannot stand before our Estelle. Inspiring. The Mist Demon's target. End. Esmola's tower is just as we heard. One of the 4 device towers activated on the release of the seal beneath Grancel Castle. A second defending the Oriole from all angles. The professor's research was spot on, it seems. Yo, sorry to keep you waiting. Hope we didn't tire you too much with the delay. Ah, Walter, Campanella, this is a surprise. I was sure it would be Loe who met me here. What turning of the wind is this, I wonder? Loe is accompanying the professor for the moment. So as much as it may not be my place as a mere observer, I came in his stead. And, I ain't got much to do at this point. Right now, I'm just killing some time. How unusual for both of you. Though interesting, Loe is accompanying the professor? Are they performing the last experiment then? Apparently. Our big fancy plan is heading into the big leagues, it's like. The Archaisms and Jaegers are almost ready. Once we have the beta in hand, we'll all be quite busy, I suspect. The last experiment. They mean to go up against the legend, I take it? Even the professor and Loe are going to struggle with that, I would imagine. Maybe. We're talking about hijacking a creature of legend, after all. Ain't quite like throwing pictures around or shaking the earth. But hey, Campanella, this ain't like you. Ooh, what's this now? You're usually happily tagging along with the professor. You ain't doing that, especially when things are this interesting. That means something even better's come up. So spit it out already. Hey Walter, I'm hurt. Have you so little faith in me? I trust you as much as your number. What overflowing camaraderie, Walter. Such slings, such arrows, you two are so cruel. On truth, I would love to sit back and watch the fireworks unfold, but as it turns out, I have a bit of work to do. I'm off to gain his permission to use the Ark. Shit, seriously? We're finally busting that monstrosity out? The mission gets better every day. The Crimson Ark. The Glorious. I find it hard to believe we would use such... Do we intend to turn this nation into nothing more than a smoking crater? Well, that will be up to the professor and Loe. So I'm afraid I must depart as soon as we're done. I still look forward to hearing about our experiment when I get back. This is... Yes, I thought it would be here. Behold Loe. A majestic thing, is it not? Are you really going to perform an experiment on something like this? I understand your apprehension. Without this data, however, we have no hope of completing the beta. We must know. Who? Oh, I see we woke you. Your first time in the waking world of mortals in 20 years, yes? This is the first time we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. You may call me George Weissman. I am one of the Anguist caretakers of Ouroboros. Begone. This power which hangs about thee like a mist, familiar it be somehow, but thy eyes betray thy purpose. In those windows I see a soul twisted and bent, incapable of joy, unyoked from bringing suffering and agony to thy fellow man. Well, well, such compliments. But I'm afraid I must deny your request. I won't be going anywhere. After all, we've business regarding the treasure of Eidos. What? Show him, Loe. That? Oh. Does this stir up memories from 1200 years ago? It's merely a replica, but I dare say it's well made enough, wouldn't you? Surely thou dost not. Thou cannot mean the shining ring. Ah, but I do. Now then, our final test awaits. That which one must protect. Chapter 5.
Your aid, please!
Now.
Okay, it's time we finally get to Bose, you know? Like we've been planning for a million years now. It's the only place that hasn't seen an experiment too. That's true, but from the sounds of it, there isn't anything odd happening in Bose. I think we can take our time for once and help out here and roll into it before heading out. Sounds good. Let's see if there's anything else to do and head for the landing port when we're done. Your name is Lucy Finksy? Or Luciola? Alright, got that. Sounds like everyone's out watching Cat Mom right now. And Xana's talking shit. Someone should tell Xana I can see what he's saying. Getting on me for being a Buff Bird supporter. It's not my fault he took 9 hours to beat her. Oh, hey, Bracers, good work. Well then, let's hear how it's going. I never thought there would be hidden fishing spots in places like these. This is incredible. Truly a perfect report. So then, our job's done, in other words? Yep, that's what it means. But first, let me just say good work. Phew. Oh my, finally over. I'm a bit tired from walking all over. Yeah, it was kind of hard, but I got to fish for the first time in a while, so I'm pretty happy. Seems like it was a good break. Well, good to hear that. I've left the formal reward with the guild, so that's taken care of, but since it's come up here, take this too. Oh, yeah, pretty nice, right? It's a specially made rod exclusively for big catches. I'm sure you'll be able to use it. Let me offer this as personal thanks for a job well done. You sure this is an awfully nice rod? Yep, positive. Fisherman's Guild does not hesitate to invest in the development and standardization of fishing culture. Ooh, but anyway, can't stay to chat. I gotta get back to the capital and deliver the investigation report. Okay. Heh, I'll pray for your safe journey. I guess this is goodbye then. You really helped me out today. Keep up the good work, okay? If you get a chance, drop by the headquarters in the capital. Look forward to it. Okay. I gotta use the restroom. So, I'm gonna be right back. Alright, I'm back. I may have eaten too many pickles. A jar of pickles does not last long in a trans girl's bedroom. Just saying. Mm-hmm. That sounds lewd now that I think about it. Ignore that. Do not clip. Xana said that I don't count because I am many animals and not just a cat girl. Let's talk to Denzel inside the kitchen. Oh, I probably have to... What other Falcom games have you enjoyed? Ys Origin, Ys 1 and 2, the Oath to Falgana, Ys Memories of Celceta, Ys 6, Ys 7, Ys 8, Lacrimosa of Donna, the original Langrisser, but that's everything, I think. So, pretty much all the US. Got it. Yep, I own every US Falcom title, so there is that. At least all the ones on Steam. Tokyo Xanadu. Got that. I should play it on stream if I finish all these and there's nothing else for a while. But I'm hoping Daybreak comes out before I finish all these on stream. Hey Zero, hey there. Finally, my Tabas has woken up. Sorry for kicking up such a fuss. Oh no, please don't let it bother you. It's all part of the job, really. Yes, it's as Estelle said. Incidentally, apparently you have some kind of job for us. I see, so you're on business then. Well, what I'd like to ask for you to do is to investigate a certain recipe and find its ingredients. How about it? Got the time? Yes. Yeah, no problem. So what recipe am I investigating? Alright, so what I'd like you to find is a recipe for a certain stew. We'll call it Roland Style Hodgepodge Stew for now. Roland Style Hodgepodge Stew? To be honest, that sounds about as appetizing as the potluck we found in a chest once. Or yes, it sounds like it'd be hard to keep down. And now, it's just a temporary name. Anyway, I want you to investigate that recipe. If you ask around town, I'm sure you'll find something. Apparently every home used to make it back in the old days. We should probably ask some old folks who know about cooking then. Doesn't seem like younger people know about what old families cooked. Oh ho, a reasonable conclusion. Well, that's fine for a direction to begin our investigation, but we still don't have enough information about the recipe itself. Yeah, you might be right. It'd be nice to know what goes into it, at least. Yeah, that's a good point, but... Sorry, but you'll need to ask Radford about the recipe. Huh? I thought this was your request, but you want us to ask Radford? Well, here's the thing. He's the one who brought it up in the first place. Apparently he ate this nostalgic meal in his dreams. He's been begging me to make it for him ever since. I see, so that's how this request came about. But a guild job just for stew? I mean, was it really that good? Might not necessarily be because of the flavor. Perhaps it's a memory of some kind. The old man's not saying much either way, but I'm sure that's the case. Anyway, here's the story, so I'd really like to serve it to him if I could. What a moving tale. To make reality a sweet dream of memories past, I shall be glad to assist. Yeah, Radford's finally awake. Let's feed him to celebrate his recovery. So then we'll start by asking Radford about the recipe. Is there anything else we need to know before we go? Oh, well, after you sort out finding the recipe, would you mind also picking up the ingredients needed? It might use some kind of rare ingredients after all. No problem. If ingredients are what you want, then ingredients you shall have. Good to hear. Can't believe how fired up I'm getting over this. Can't wait to see what kind of recipe it is. Well, don't you worry. We'll leave no stone unturned in the search. Yep, what she said. Expect some good news to come your way soon. Thanks. Yeah, I've also played some of the... I have played some of the Dragon Slayers, but, I played them back on other systems, and I don't know much about them anymore because I played them as a very young kid. Are they little 3D models now? Ooh. What? All the characters are little 3D models. Alright, somebody up here. Oh, hello there. Can we have a moment of your time? What is it? Something wrong? No, nothing like that. I just have a quick question. Estelle told Bloom that she's looking for a certain stew recipe on Radford's behalf. Yes, I know the one. It used to be very popular around here. Really? That's a relief. Can you tell us anything about it? Oh, I could tell you plenty. It's your standard dish in every household back in my day. Aunt Ensel said something like that too. This has to be the one. Legacy of the Wizard is nuts. I don't get how people beat that game back in the day before GameFAQs walkthroughs. You've been looking for the recipe for that particular dish, ma'am. Would you happen to know the ingredients? Well, yes and no. The recipe I know is probably a little different from what you're looking for. I don't mind telling you my version. I just want to make sure you're aware of that before you pass it on. Different? Different how? I thought it'd be the same recipe. Whatever do you mean? My recipe's one of that's been passed. Thanks for watching. You can also catch my streams on twitch.tv/transleona to join in on the fun. Can't wait to see you there.